Hello everyone. Welcome to the new layout of our Marketing Management Association conference program. The program that we've got is a new layout that really gives you the ability to access it from any of your devices. It is truly a responsive design, which means that you will get a different view depending upon whether you come into it from your desktop, your laptop, a tablet, a smartphone, or it even will work if you come into it from your ebook reader, which is web enabled. So the advantage of that is you can access these from any sort of site. What I'd like to do right now is just to walk you through a couple of the brief features so that it makes your utilization of these proceedings just a little bit easier. When you open it up, it'll bring you to this type of layout and format, and you can expand it to your screen, make the window larger, whatever you need to do. As far as navigation, down here in the bottom in the center, you've got a typical page-by-page navigation, or you can fast forward to the front or to the back of the paper as necessary. To typically go through, you can simply browse it like a book. You can simply click the arrows on the right when you're opening it up, or the arrows on the left, and that will then take you forward and backwards. And so you can turn your way through. If there's anything that you need to see in a little bit more detail, simply clicking on it with the mouse will enlarge it considerably for you, and then you can go up to the top and zoom in even much closer than even me without glasses would need to utilize. So that makes your navigation quite easy to be able to work your way through. One of the advantages of this type of format as well is throughout the conference proceedings, any place where there is an email address is hyperlinked. So you can go through even from the papers themselves. Any URLs that exist anywhere within the document are also hyperlinked to make it easier for you to navigate. If you're reading one of the papers and there's some information in there that has a URL, you can simply click on the URL and it will open it up in a separate window of your browser. So it really should make navigating through a lot simpler for you as you're going through the directions. Now, we do have a written table of contents in the guidelines, but what we also have is over here on the left-hand side of the screen is where your navigation menu is. And you'll see up at the top, if you click on that, then that takes you to a table of contents that will allow you to fast forward through any of the sections within the papers, mirroring the table of contents that already exist. You also have the ability to be able to print either one page or multiple pages from this document directly from this navigation on the left on the print feature. You can share this with other individuals by sending it to them by an email or sending them a link and sharing the information if you need to share that with any of your colleagues at work. One of the other big features of this, which I think is going to be quite useful for you as you're navigating through, is just below the share where the magnifying glass is this creates a search feature for you. If you click on that, then this gives you the ability to simply type in any particular word. So if I type in my own last name and then do a search, it will show me everywhere that name appears within the document, and I can quickly, by simply clicking on the link, and it will drive me directly to that location. So every single word within these proceedings is able to be researched on and to be able to search for. So if you have a particular topic that you're looking for, a particular author, a particular university, simply go into that search function and it will drive you to that location. Now, one of the key things is quite often you may not necessarily be connected to the internet. Well, we've got a solution for that as well. Just below the search, there is a download button, and this will allow you to download a fully functioning working copy either for Macs or PCs that you can download to be able to have this full interactivity on your system while you're not connected to the internet at all. You can change the settings as far as how you're viewing it, what sort of the tools work in the settings feature. But one of the things I wanted to bring you to before is if you go right down to the very bottom, you'll see three little dots. And this takes you to some additional tools, one which I think you're going to find to be very helpful. If you go up to the top, you can either go full screen, you can put a bookmark in place. So if you want to mark a particular location or something that's important, you can add a bookmark. But one of the ones that I think is going to be probably the most useful feature for you is you have the ability to take notes. So where the little post pin is, if you click on that, then it brings up a little notes window, and you can simply type in new, choose the page that you want to put the note on. So if I say page number 4, and I simply write the words test note, and then I click the box next to the cancel, it gives me this place, and I can move that note to any particular location on the screen. The advantage of what that does for me is I can click and I can see the notes that I've made. So throughout the papers, I can go through that. But just to take this one step further, once you've got your notes created within your document, if you go back to the lines and then click on notes again, then you have the ability to take a look at each of the notes that you've created. And down here on the bottom, you can either delete them if you don't need those notes anymore, or even more impressive, you've got a share button. If you click on that share button, this gives you the ability to send those notes via email, either to yourself or to somebody else as a colleague if you wanted to share something with them. You could post them onto Facebook, onto Twitter, or onto Google+. So it incorporates full social media interactivity within the device itself. So hopefully what you'll find is that this will help make your conference a little bit more enjoyable. You'll be able to access the proceedings from any of your devices. And if you have any questions, please feel free to simply let us know, and we'll be happy to guide you through. Other than that, looking forward to seeing everybody in New Orleans. Have yourself a great day. Thanks very much.